Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Marissa. Hi, nice to meet you. Today we are here to talk about the Marc Jacobs Remarcable foundation. Let's get started. I bought this. It was such a highly recommended foundation by most people I talk to. It's supposed to be full coverage. It's supposed to stay on all day long, long wearing, liquid foundation, and it's supposed to be lightweight, which I was interested in since I use Kat Von D foundation. I think I'm medium 59. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. I went to the store and got shade matched, and I talked to the woman at Sephora, and she matched me right down here. And we came up with Honey Medium 54. This is it right here. According to the site, Honey Medium is supposed to be deep with pink undertones, which I guess I kind of have. I have more gold and yellow tones, but if you want to look real quick here, they didn't give you too much of an option. That's where I was, and then the rest looks really dark. So maybe I'll have to go back and try that, but this one says deep with peach, and I don't think I have peach. I don't think they had a great shade range, if we're going to be honest, but I mean, this isn't awful. With a full face of makeup on, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like it doesn't match as bad as I think it does. So it might also be in my head. Anyway, according to online, it says a foundation concentrate that delivers instant full coverage with a smooth, soft matte finish for up to 24-hour wear. Full coverage, natural finish, it's a liquid foundation. It's for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. I have really oily skin, and I think my cousin does too. She told me not to get it. She was the one person that said don't get it. It's too drying. I'm like, too drying? There's no such thing as too drying on this skin. This is like an oil slick really quickly. I've heard a couple different things about that. A lot of people that I've actually talked to that wear this have combination skin. Whatever, I do not. I have oily skin, so we will see. I will do some wear tests. In a couple hours, I will show you what it looks like, and then later we'll see what it looks like after like 8 to 9, maybe 10 hours of wear and see how it works out. So here we go. This is it right here. It's 22 milliliters and 0.75 fluid ounces. When I was doing my haul, I kind of broke the box. When you pull it out of the box, it does come with the directions and of course the product. Just little directions I had opened up and looked at like 10 times. It's got like 5 different languages. The directions are pretty basic for any foundation really. For best application, it starts with apply 1 pump of Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer evenly across the face, which I did not pick up. I don't typically like primer. I feel it makes my skin very sticky and very tacky, and it doesn't really do much to control the oil. I feel like it makes it worse. Might be me, it might be the primers that I have used. I'm open to try more. Actually, what I should do, I want to do a second wear test because I don't really like how this came out, and I'm scared that it might have been my beauty blender. I'll see if I can get a sample before I buy it, because I don't usually wear primer. So I'll give it a try and see if it makes any difference. Fingers crossed, maybe it does. If it does make a difference, I will buy it. The full product, I mean. Okay, so the first thing is to shake Remarcable, which I did a couple times before I put this on. You can hear it, so you know it's really like loose. The next step says using dot applicator, place 3 to 4 dots on face. For best results, start with less and blend before adding more, which I believe I did. I started with 3 dots right here and blended it in with my beauty blender, and I feel like it covered, but barely. I actually put 3 more dots over here, and I did several. I think I did I must have done a total of 12 dots on my face, which might have been overkill. I'm not really sure. I will try it again. I did use a beauty blender this time. I think the next time I try it, I would like to use a brush, and we'll see if it makes a difference, and maybe throw a primer in under there. This says Buff Remarcable with Face 3. Oh, they do have a special brush, but I don't want to buy another brush. I'm poor, so I don't really want to buy all this stuff if I can't use what I have. Buff Remarcable with the Phase 3 buffing foundation brush using circular motions to blend seamlessly. Okay, so that's what I'll do. Next time I'm going to run to Sephora, maybe sometime this week, and see if I can get a little sample size of the primer and see if that makes a difference. And I'll also use an actual foundation brush instead of the beauty blender. If we're gonna be honest, I don't really like how it came out with the blender, so I will try something else next time. Other than that, there's no scent, there's nothing. It seems completely normal. It just comes off like this, the lid, and I'm always expecting a pump, but clearly there's no pump, and I'm a little sad that it doesn't have a pump, but I've heard such good things with people that don't like pumps, and for some reason like the wand, and they like it. It comes like this. I did get it a little bit messy. It comes like that, and as you can see, it is kind of dripping. I don't know if it will, but it is loose. It's a very, very watery foundation. Let's get right into it, and I will show you how it wears. All right, so let's get started. I don't think I'm going to use a primer today, only because I want to see what it's like without a primer, because I don't typically like primers. I have really oily skin, and I feel like putting something like that on is just going to make it even tackier and stickier, and I don't really like that. So let's go in. Here we have the Marc Jacobs Remarcable foundation. This is in the shade 54 medium, or I'm sorry, honey medium 54, and I'm excited to try this out. Let's see, it says give it a shake. I'm always expecting a little pump, but it's literally a wand. If you've never seen a wand before, I haven't either, so it's a little strange. It's like a, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll try and put this on, see how it works. I'm excited. And in case I didn't tell you in my intro, this is a very special day. This is the Steelers Day, and we are playing the Bengals tonight. And God forbid if we lose, there's no chance of playoffs, but if we win, there's the slightest chance. But pretty much our season is over, and I'm okay with that. Next year we have new players, they're good. Long story short, but an old player decided to not sign with us this year, which is, you know, that's his prerogative, that's his decision. No big deal. We have someone else who's just as good. Thank you, Mr. Connor. We love him. He's amazing. Anyway, so that's why I look like this. Well, I'm going to watch the game with my mom. We're gonna get pizza and drinks, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a good time. All right, so let's go. I have my beauty blender. And see, my silly thing was I wanted to get a beauty blender in tan because it's gonna match foundation, but whose foundation's that light? I mean, just kidding, and I thought you wouldn't be able to see it much, but I pulled it out earlier to bring it out in my setup, and I was like, oh, this is dirty. Let me clean it a little. So I got most of it out, but it's still stained. So this was like a dumb idea. I actually did get a black one recently. Hopefully it won't stain like this. I usually use Real Technique sponges, the $5 orange ones that my dog seems to love because she breaks every single one I've ever really gotten, and it's so freaking annoying. Yeah, this one's old and dirty. I just have it still. I want to clean it and just use this side. Stupid dog. So in the directions it says to do a couple small dots and then blend them out. So I'm going to take the wand. Ooh, try not to drip it everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, my beauty blender is damp and clean, and we'll just pounce this out. It does spread. Even at the Sephora store, the girl told me when she was matching my colors, she was like, little goes a long way. I'm like, all right. We'll see how little. Like, I mean, that did cover much. This is supposed to be one of the highest full coverage foundations like ever. And I like high coverage for full coverage because I do have a little bit of skin discoloration. I do tend to pick my face when I have blackheads and whiteheads. I just pick it until I can't. Anyway, let's actually reread the directions just to be sure. Place 3 to 4 dots on face for best results. Start with less and blend before adding more. Okay, well, I did 3 to 4 dots on this cheek, and it really didn't get very far. My sponge is definitely still wet. So we're actually going to do another 2 dots or 3 dots in this area to blend it out. All right, I'm not sure I like that. See, with pumps, I like to do a pump or a pump and a half on my hand and then use the beauty blender like that. I've never had a wand thing before, so I'm not sure if I like that. It's definitely different. When I look in the bottle, it looks, oh, I'm getting it everywhere. It looks like it's just hollow. So I don't know how much actual product is in here, but according to this, it says 22 milliliters or 0.75 fluid ounces. So I don't know, it doesn't look it, but we'll see. I'm just gonna do a bunch because I feel like I need that. Ooh, see, that's a little bit better, but I feel like according to everybody, that's too much. And actually, this shade might be a little bit light for me, but you know what? I do bronze, so I think it'll be okay. I do contour a bit, so we're gonna make it work. People say it oxidizes all the time, so we'll see if it oxidizes any darker. I'm like so tempted to take this and then just beauty blend off there, but I just don't want to contaminate it. But I feel like on my face anyway, it's probably contaminating it too. So I don't know. I won't do that yet. Doesn't mean I won't ever. Well, for something high coverage, it doesn't cover my little beauty mark there. But beggars can't be choosers. See how long wearing this is, and then we'll go from there. That looks so weird. It's like light It almost looks splotchy. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe it's oxidized? I'm not sure. It's a little strange. I've never seen that before. Doesn't feel tight. It doesn't really feel thick. That is a little weird though. I don't know if I like that. And I look so much lighter. That's so weird. All right, we'll see. We'll continue. I shook it. I think it looks really weird. It looks like really ashy and light in some areas. Maybe that's because it's not dry in that area, or maybe it is dry that area, but then it feels like I have splotchiness of different colors. Is it my beauty blender? I don't think so. I use beauty blenders all the time, so I don't know why it would be the beauty blender, but let's give it more of a shake. Maybe I didn't shake it enough. I don't know. I'll be really sad if it doesn't work because this was really expensive and really high recommended from a lot of different everybody. So let's see. That's a little sad because I had high hopes for this. This has been on my Sephora wish list forever. Okay, so I'm not sure how I like that yet, but to me, maybe it can't be the lighting, but it looks like it's really ashy in some spaces and then has color in others. I'm not sure why that would be. Need like pigmentation. I don't know what the hell is going on. I always get my hairline. Whatever. I have a really weird hairline, I think. All right, well, I'm a little disappointed, but we will continue. They said that matched my chest. I don't think it does. Maybe it's the lighting. Let me turn off the lighting. All right, no tea, no shade. Without the lighting, it almost looks better, but it still looks a little bit light. I don't know why it's getting like that ashy look towards it. I don't know. It's a little weird. Debating doing another layer, but if it's gonna give me that ashy look, I don't want another layer of ash. But you know what? In camera, it looks pretty high coverage, I'm not gonna lie. It did smooth out my face more so, but I don't know. I still feel a little ashy and I'm not sure why. All right, well, let me finish up the rest of my face and I'll give you some thoughts after that. So weird, like I don't understand. Well, if we're gonna be honest, the foundation actually covered up the fallout sparkles that I had. I used the Sugar Pill High Vis on top of the Sugar Pill Buttered Cupcake, and that's how I got that look. Anyway, but it fell out of my face. Of course, I used some tape to kind of get rid of it, and it worked, but this covered the rest that wouldn't come up with the tape. This little guy away, you have to spin this, and of course I got it everywhere, all over the lid. Oops. I'll probably have to clean it later. And this just snaps on top. Okay guys, here we are. This is my finished look. I got everything on. I just don't really want to wear lashes today, only because it's football. I might be crying, who knows. So it is now 3:26 p.m. and we'll try and give it as long as I can. I'll probably come back at like 11 or midnight and see if we can see what the final look looks like. I'll try and do a check-in in a couple of hours and see how that turns out. High hopes, little disappointed so far. Anyway, my final thoughts on this. It looks fine, it feels fine. I did use a lot of setting powder, maybe I shouldn't have. It looks almost ashy, like an ashy splotch. It could be due to I have the wrong color, which is totally possible. I'm really, really, really bad at picking out foundations. But the girl matched me in the store and we matched it to my collarbone, so it should have been fine. I'm not sure what went wrong. I'm not sure if it was me, my beauty blender, maybe, because I literally just washed it with soap. Maybe it has a little bit of residue in it or something, I'm not sure. But it seemed like the color was a little uneven. See, look, it was like patchy, like ashy patch, and then I had like points of color. So I don't know, it's been a while since I applied my foundation, or not a while, but it's been like 15-20 minutes and everything's been set down, so I'm not sure. I don't know why that happened. I'm not sure what's going on, but we will see. So I'll see you guys in a little bit and let you know what I think later. I don't know if I like this yet, but what I'm going to do, according to the directions, we're supposed to use a specific primer. So maybe this week or next week, I'm going to run to Sephora and see if they can give me a little sample of it. and hopefully try this out with a different thing. I will try and link the video down below if I can get that quickly. If not, it'll be there eventually. Just go through the videos. It'll be there, I promise. Instead of the beauty blender that I used today, I will use a brush. I did buy a couple new stuff. I have some new brushes that I have from my haul that I'd like to try out as well. So we'll try it with that and see how it works. Maybe it's me, maybe it's my brushes, maybe I didn't shake it enough, and maybe I have the wrong color. But we will find out shortly. Go Steelers. We are back. It's about the 6-hour mark. It is just by 10 p.m. 10:11 it says. Since I'm very oily and I did eat, so my lipstick is off, everything's just kind of everywhere. That's just me. I eat kind of crazy. It feels like I'm a little oily in this area. I'm not sure if that's just from eating, but why would I be like oily up here from eating? So I think it's that. I think I need some more powder. As the day went on, I did see it in the color like outside light. It's not bad. It still looks a little bit ashy. I'm not sure why, but like it matches decently. Besides a little bit of ash that I can see, it's like, it's not bad. Like, thank God I like bronze and contour and stuff, or I don't think I would like the ash, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I want to try it again, maybe another day or so. I definitely want to get the primer and see if that helps at all, or maybe if I clean my beauty blender a little better, maybe it's that. I'm not sure. Like, I feel like it's like a soap residue or something. I'm not sure, because this looks definitely different. Anyway, all right, let's put some powder on and see if that helps. Let's use the Universal one. I'm gonna put some on the edge. I'm just gonna do my oil spots. And like I said, I ate, so I don't know if it's oily on my chin because of the food or that's just how I oil. Already, that just feels better. I actually didn't cry today. We did lose. We are definitely out of any type of playoff hope. It's pretty much gone. We won the game, but the Browns did not. Why would the Browns win a game? But hey, they put up a huge fight, and they were only down by 3 at the end, and they lost the same way we lost last week, which was just because of an interception at the 4th down at the very end of the game. We did our best. Now, if the Colts tie tonight with the Texans, I believe, or Houston is Texans. There might be a chance, but I'm just over, like, it's fine. We have next year. I have more hopes for next year. Antonio Brown will be back. And James Conner is back. Boswell should be back. We'll see. We should have our regular starting lineup and everything. Sad game. It is what it is. We still got 6. Can't complain there. I think I'm rooting for the Saints here on out because, sorry, AFC, I mean, love you the most, but you're all kind of rivals. So I don't think I can root for anybody else. But the Saints deserve it. They're not a big competition. They don't have that many rings, so it's not like we're competing for the 7th at the same time or the 6th even, you know. So whatever, they deserve it. They look good this year. I guess it'd be cool to see the Chiefs go, but Mahomes, I mean, like, it's brand new. Give him a couple more years, then give him a Super Bowl, you know? Like, so whatever. He's a decent player. Can't hate him. Just hate that they beat us. All right, so there we go. I'm all powdered. Feels good. Looks good. Looks a little bit better. Maybe I should brighten up my contour. All right, well, maybe we'll put a little bit more contour on, or bronzer. I'm gonna take some more hoola and of course my dog bitten Sephora brush. It's an angled brush, and we'll just put a little bit more on. I sweat a lot, I move around a lot, I kind of sit with my hands like this, especially during football. I go a little kind of crazy. Didn't scream as much, didn't have as much anxiety, but come on, Browns. You gave me more anxiety than the Steelers did. Touch up everywhere, because why not? I'm not really going out for the rest of the night because it's 10 p.m. So here it is, not the final look, I'm sorry. The final update after 6-hour mark. This is after usually like a good chunk of work, like a work day. It's a little bit shorter. So that's it. So I'll see you in a couple more hours, probably like 1 o'clock, you know. We'll see how long I stay up. And I'll show you before I take off my makeup. And we'll see how everything looks. But I must say, this is Sugar Pill Butter Cupcake on my eyes, as well as a little bit of high vis of the loose shimmer powder and the sparkles and the glitter by Sugar Pill. It hung out really well. Like, it's still there. I still see it. I like it. Surprised it stayed on as well as it did, considering. But like I said, I didn't cry today, so I guess it's holding up the way it should. It's a decent shadow. But shout out to Sugar Pill. Looks great. Love this color. Yellows are really, really hard too, so this is exciting. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna go and we'll be back in a few hours. We are back for my final thoughts. And if you can imagine, I waited till 4 o'clock in the morning. I am hiccuping, my eyes are tearing, and it's about an hour and 45 minutes past my bedtime. I wanted to come back just for a little bit of dedication, since dedication is kind of key. So my eyes have been tearing for the past few hours because I'm just so tired. Yeah, usually I'm pretty nocturnal, but this is a little bit extreme. So I have a lot of creasing, but that is not the foundation. That is my wrinkly eyes. And let's see, down here's the worst part. I don't know if it's because I eat or if it's because I'm just messy or this is where I just get the oiliest. It does look a little splotchy, like you can tell. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of settling into my pores. Okay, so maybe I do need a bit of a primer. Wow, that looks really bad. Looks really bad. All right, maybe 12 hours is too long. Maybe I'll start doing 8. I'm gonna pick up a sample of the primer, the Marc Jacobs primer at Sephora this week, and knock it down to 8 hours, because 12 hours is a long time. I think my problem was I figured I passed the 4 hours, like, whoops, I was watching my football game. And then I was like, all right, 2 hours later, I think I should do 6 hours. That's my fault. Next time we will time it a little bit differently so we get maybe a better or different result. I wouldn't say it's very long wearing, but again, I do have very oily skin. It has settled in my smile lines. I feel like it has settled. Let me see if I can hold this in close. It's kind of settled into my smile lines. I did not sneeze or blow my nose, which is a miracle, but it did kind of settle around my nose, which usually happens if I'm blowing my nose often, and I didn't, so I'm not sure. I am a little oily down here. It looks like some of it has rubbed off, even though we powdered at the 6-hour mark. And of course my wrinkles up here. It's settled in there, but I mean, that's not the foundation. I just have wrinkles and everything settles in there, so I can't blame that on that. But for $55, it's not sticky like I thought it would be, but it just gives an appearance of that. Something like it's wiped off. Maybe I don't think I was leaning on my hands either, so I don't know. I have the worst allergies ever, and to go this long like this is crazy. All right, so no more 12 hours. I've decided that. Just too long. I don't usually wear makeup 12 hours anyway. All right, well, maybe I need to do a little bit more research and try it again. Also, next time I try, like I said, I wanted to use the new primer or their primer and see if that does make a difference or not. And I wanted to try a brush. I have a foundation brush from Morphe that I had gotten in my Ulta haul, and I would really like to try that. What a day. And if you are a Steelers fan, I am so sorry. Next year will be Stairway to 7. Thank you for watching today. Like this video, hit the subscribe button down below, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And that is it, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye. Also, follow me on social media. I have my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and you can follow me there. And I do post pretty often on some of them.